Hello, hello, hello. Give it a second to see if anyone's out here in YouTube land. I am not on my schedule. I am just playing around, trying to see if my go live function is actually working. Hi, Danielle. Can you see and hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can see. Hey, you are early. I am, Janine. Can you guys hear and see me? Sound and see beautifully. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, I am having issue with my YouTube. I do know that it went down. A lot of platforms went crashed on last week Tuesday, and since then I have been working tirelessly with Streamlabs trying to get me to go live because I planned on doing a lot of day lives or even evening lives when I couldn't sleep on last week and I couldn't do it. So I am just playing around trying to go live. And while I'm here, I was like, well, I might as well sew something. Okay. So I have Donnell in the chat. Janine is in the chat. We have Sherry in the chat. Hey, girl. So I am looking forward to just lurking on some legit lying with you guys for about an hour or so and see how I like doing it during the daytime and I can come more because I want to finish this lion, okay? I want to finish my lion. So you guys are going to come with me. Hey, Kim. Hey, Becca. Video looks good. Audio sounds lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, as you can see, I have not touched Lincoln in a minute. Honey, Lincoln has been put on a back burner. He was put so far on the back burner, I don't even remember how to, work this sucker. Yes, girl, let's do that lion. Might as well. So that's right. I have to. And everyone is saying, hey, in the chat. Hey, they're speaking to Sobeka as well. Kim is speaking to Sobeka. So, guys, how was your weekend? How was your weekend? I had it was quite busy. I had our life group called GI Jane while I'm pulling out fabric. Let's work with the one with the most on it right here. It's called GI Jane and it is for female veterans, hence GI Jane the name. And it was quite fun. They had line dancing. Now y'all know your girl was not. I tried learning. Oh, that's not the right color. I learned. I think she taught us about like four different line dances. Yeah, by the time line dance number two was over, your girl was done. Okay, I couldn't do all that spinning. Yeah, I said I gotta drive home, and there is no way I was gonna be able to function if I did not just, pause. So I told them I'll take pictures. I'll be your picture taker and videographer. But yeah, but I did have a good time. I learned a couple, like I said, I learned a couple that I can, still practice at home. And I just found that, I'm not I used to love, love, love to dance back in the day, going to the clubs and stuff like that. But honey, them days has changed for a girl. Now that I have to consider health first, it's not so fun anymore. Hey, Katie Crafts. Well, we'll listen while lurking. Thank you so much for coming in the chat and in the chat and letting us know in the cat. tell how my day is going. So yeah, so I'm working through those things. Whew, I think I need just a little bit more light down here. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. I think the sun, it changes position where it is. Guess my husband is about to go somewhere. Did I just turn that light out? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me put it down so I won't look so much like a ghost. But yeah, so that, I mean, I had a pretty good, decent weekend. I can't complain. The weather was beautiful here, but today, I don't know what happened. It seemed like the hawk decided to come and shake her feathers or something because it's kind of windy today. But I won't, like I said, I'm not gonna complain about it. It's just a little bit colder than it had been. But the weather has really turned around for the Carolinas. It's really nice here. Really nice. Denise says, "Well, that is a cool light. Yeah, I like my little is this a daylight light lamp? I don't know what that is. It's pretty cool. Quite expensive. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was trying to spend some gift cards down, and I said, let me see about this lamp. And honestly, it was a great purchase. It has been a great purchase. I had like 8 or 9 gift cards. When you spend a gift card and you always have that odd change. You have that odd change that you have to figure out what you're gonna do with. And I was allowed to talk to somebody on the phone, and I was just like, "Well, I have all these gift cards. Let's see if I can use these gift cards up, and then let me know how much I have left over." I know people be looking at me like, "Why did she have to come? Why did I have to be working when this like crazy lady came into this place?" But it's all good. It is been the same, right? Right. So you're gonna either take it or you don't. Okay, let's see. Now I've been on the foundation paper piece and kick. Pretty much all my projects have been foundation paper piece. And let's move this over. So I know I shouldn't have any problems remembering how to do this. It's honestly, if I can say without any, hesitation or reservation, that the reason why I really haven't picked it up in a minute is because other than my time, I hadn't had time to work on it. That I found myself almost intimidated to return back to it. I was like really scared to return to it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to continue this, but this is the year is a push through. We're just gonna push through these projects, get them done. This will be my last, you know, super big project of the year. This one, it stemmed from last year. Should have been done in January, hoping it was going to be done in January. But I had other things that came into a play that, stopped me from doing it. We have Melissa is in the house. Hey, Donna on vacation coming in. What? We have storms moving in tomorrow afternoon through Thursday. Some could be severe. So we will be praying for you, Kim. But Donna is in the house. Thank you so much, Donna, for coming in. Um, yes, love FAP, but that lion looks really hard. Girl, Sherry, I ain't gonna even play with you, honey. It does have me questioning. That's why I probably didn't want to come back to it because I felt like, oh, is this gonna be? It makes it so bad. I quit at the worst part. This part is probably the easier part, the bottom half. It looked like it got easier because after you got past them eyeballs, I don't, you can't even see them. But Here, here is one eyeball right here. By the time I got past that, I should have been smooth sailing. But at that point in time, I was like burned out, I think, because I did the little hooter and then we jumped right into this lion. And then, honey, Diana probably did like 3 or 4 since the lion. Okay, so trying to keep up, just trying to keep up. Melissa says, I am intimidated by the kits as well, but I want to do one. You can do one. They start off at, oh, they, I'm gonna tell you, don't jump in and grab a kit that has more than 3 dots. You need to stick with one that has a 1 dot or a 2 dot. The lion is 2 dots. The little hooter, the little owl, was 3 dots. So it was more intense than this one. I'm telling you, you can do it. That Donna has a lot of videos on her channel, Handmade by Ying, here in the chat. I'm telling you, she is really really good. I am I am really really slow. But I know that I can do it if I, set my mind to it. So this was just having to reset my mind, and then I am just going for it, finishing it up because I know I can. Is no one stopping me from finishing this project but me and my own self, my own fears. So I am doing it, and I am loving doing it while I'm doing it. I just I'm tired of, oh, woe is not, it's not like so much woe is me. It's just like, dang on, this thing is taking forever. This thing is so big. It's so, taking me a lot outside my comfort zone. So when it's done, this is going to be a personal, a personal victory for me because I'm super excited about what I am definitely doing. Okay, now what I'm looking at on this piece of paper, I want to make sure that, okay, I'm on F1 and we got to go all the way to H8. So you already know that I'm already almost to the finish line, almost to the finish line. And then it's a part where I'm changing colors. So that's why I'm definitely looking down at my chart because I will be changing some colors. And this color right here is stinking cute. It's called Zinc. Guys, did you see this color? Hold on, let me show you this color. I don't know why. It's like metal. It's like a metal color. It was a great name for it, Zinc. But it is so stinking pretty. Right away, I don't know, like took my mind away to like if I wanted to do some embroidery work, if I had to like work on buildings or something like that. This is pretty. A rich color, very rich. But yeah, so I have been, oh, and Donna, though it's not a shawl, my temperature quilt is caught up. Y'all, I've been working on that temperature quilt. So if you don't know, I am doing temperature quilts. I usually showcase them on Tuesday before I start on our project, if I'm, caught up or not or whatever like that. And then we'll go into our project. So those who are joining or want to join, it's not too late. All the information, I don't know if I put it in this because video or not because I had trouble still going live on today. I don't know what happened, but it messed up Streamlabs. It's not, I'm getting the error, failed to update YouTube settings. And when I tell you, I've been in the chat with Streamlabs since last week, almost pretty much every day. And we're having the same problem. I can't go live, but just to go live, I have to schedule either in Streamlabs or YouTube, and then I'm able to go live. But all my stuff I have to retype. So it's like, So I'm just glad I'm here. I am glad I'm here. So we were able to get me this far. We got a little bit of a workaround, and they said that, they will continue to work on it in the background. So I don't know what that will look like for me in the future. FPP comes so with me. Uh-oh. Donna, she creating songs. I got my next legit kit in the mail today. I bought James Pond the duck. Oh, she bought the mallard. Donna, watch as much as I can. Legit kits and Scrabbles are on my to-do list. Yes, yes, yes. I will always do She's first in smooth sailing. Oh, the easy, yeah, because that, honey, I'm telling you, these blocks, ugh, it's slow and steady, y'all. It's slow and steady, says Donna. It is. Once you get it, take your time doing it. I'm promising you, you will have. It can be relaxing once you get into a rhythm of it. It is relaxing. I won't lie to you. Okay, but but yeah. So if you didn't know, because I have enlisted many, 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 many prayers for what I am doing next. If you don't know, um, your girl is. I have listed my sewing machine for sale. I don't know if you guys, how long many of you have been with me, but if you've been with me for a while, you know that this was not my first choice of a machine, but I was easily persuaded, very easily persuaded by several people who have this machine or the 770. This is the 570. And I just knew for a fact that I was going to love my machine just as much as they loved theirs. Unfortunately, that was not the case. It has not been the case. And I had immediate, immediate buyer's regret, but I was going to make it work. I learned to like my machine. It was a very difficult learning curve because I was coming from Janome. Once you get used to your machine, and then you go to a different machine, though you're excited, like, yes, I'm gonna learn it. But this took me about like 8 months to learn, to get into where I can turn it on, oil it, and be okay with it. But that was not what I wanted to do in the first place. And like I said, I found myself easily, um, why did they just make this one big piece? Sorry. I was easily persuaded by those who have this machine and similar, tell me all the great things. And the one thing that really, really blew my mind is that this machine has, I'm about to show you, jumbo bobbins. Huge bobbins. I absolutely love these bobbins. Unfortunately, that's the only thing I love about this machine. Um, is it a nice machine? It is a great machine, but it's more than what I want. I just want a straight stitch that I can get to going. If you knew me back before when I bought this machine, um I had my heart set on getting the Juki J150. I love that machine. I adore that machine. I just knew for a fact that that was the machine I was going to have, and not, I didn't want anything else. That's the only machine I ever wanted. Well, things happened and I ended up getting this machine, and I've been thinking about the Juki J111 every day since then. It's just, I don't know. So my daughter is getting ready to graduate, and I'm like, oh, that would be a great graduation gift to myself. I get her one, but I get me one, and that's what I was thinking, right? So I go and I find out that they discontinued it last year. I think I went through a state of depression almost because that was the machine, and I hate that I didn't get it. So what ended up happening was I did made a lot of phone calls, and to come to find out, a lot of people who are saying that they have the machine, they don't have it any longer. So it was, you know, it was a bummer. So I've been doing my research, and I found one very similar, but it doesn't do the um like the J150 had the capability at a push of a button, it'll drop the feed dogs and go into free motion quilting mode. Love that. Love that. And the table was very similar to the one I have now. You had the table where the machine part, and then it had a leaf on the back of the machine that flipped up. The one that I'm looking at now does not have that leaf that flip up in the back. So I'm gonna have to, have some more space from, somewhere. I have to create, get another table or whatever I'm gonna have to do. I don't know. So I haven't figured all that part out, but only thing I have figured out is if you guys can pray, pray with your girl that this machine will sell so I can get my other machine. So that's what I'm looking at. It is the Juki DDL. It's industrial machine that very similar to the one that I should have gotten in the first place. Very similar to the one I should have gotten in the first place. Let's see. So I am, and I feel as if I'm like, okay, I know, no, there's a lot of Juki owners. I know a lot of Juki owners too. I'm not gonna say that I don't. I know it's a lot of people that are, into the Jukis right now, and they absolutely love their Juki. And I feel almost like I'm jumping on a Juki bandwagon, like I did when I got this machine. I was jumping on. Now I admit then now that I was jumping on the Bernina bandwagon. Everybody loved their Bernina, and there's nothing wrong with Bernina because my 350, I would never, ever, ever part with that one. Okay, never. I love that machine. That's my travel machine. I even had a knee lift put in her. I love that machine. Um, I think I took it with me when we went to QuiltCon. Love that machine. It's nice, it's quiet. Love that machine. Bye, Kim. So yeah, no, I'm at the point now where if I don't have in my life what I want to fill my home with joy, happiness, my sewing studio with joy, happiness, and that will make me feel like I can, now not everything that I want do I need. I understand that. But I think this is something that I truly want, and it will make me much happier here in my studio. 100%. What Understand what you're saying. It's like learning new language, getting a new machine. Yes, it is. Janine says I don't speak Bernina. Kim was saying I had a Singer machine for years and actually wore them out with the sewing I did. Mom got a Husqvarna Daisy in 2002. Still have and love it. She got me a Topaz 25 and she loved that one too. And then Janine says, I had many brother machines that I wore out. Girl, me too. I wore my first one, Slam, out. And my current machine is a straight stitch only, brother, and I absolutely love it. See, and that's what I want. I want to love my machine. I don't want to just like it, because if you know this, Bernina, it costs quite a bit of coin for me not to love it. I want to love my machine. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for the live and the company, Stephanie. Take care and God bless. Same to you, Kim. I gotta head back to work. Thank you, Janine, for coming through. Ooh, I love Juki machines. I have the HZLF600 and I love her. Juki is on my list as well, says Melissa. See, it's not a bandwagon. It's nothing like that. Juki is known for having, you know, amazing machines, and that's why I think I fell in love with it in the very first place. Well, actually, my friend, her husband, they sell like the Juki long arms, but he doesn't do the industrial machines anymore. She has the J150, and that's where I saw it and fell in love with it, and I just knew I had to have it. And I went against what I wanted, um, and the consequence of that action is me not loving the machine that I have. So if you are in the market for buying a machine, please, please, for the love of God, do your homework. Do your homework on your machine, and learn from me that um if you don't absolutely love it, don't absolutely buy it. Do not buy it. Now this machine also has another feature that I do love. When it runs out of bobbin, it stops. You're not sewing at all. And the machine will stop and let you know that you ran out of bobbin. Love that feature. My Janome didn't do that. So I mean that's a great feature to have. Okay, we're here. And I miss that. I love having that feature where I can do that. Okay, we have, oh man, almost have skin on everything on this one piece. We almost have it all. We almost have it all. Let's see, SW Snow. And one thing you get to learning on these legit kits, you get to learning these names really, really quick. Really quick. And you'll be like, oh, I know that one. Hi, Annette. I don't have a place nearby to test drive a Juki. Berninas are everywhere though. And that's a good point, because I only know, like, here my friend has, they have a sewing and vac store, and they have Jukis in there, but like I said, they only have the ones that she has in the store. So if like I wanted a sewing machine, they can order it for me, but not an industrial machine, because of how the how Juki has it set up, what you can and cannot sell. And as of now, they cannot sell the Juki Industrial. Danielle says, I don't either, Melissa. The closest Juki dealer to me is about 3 hours away. And see, that's where I'm looking at too, Danielle. The one that I'm looking at getting is, I'm in North Carolina. The one closest to me is in South Carolina and Myrtle Beach to be exact. So that's, several hours away. About 3 hours for me. And when you're having them ship these heavy machines and stuff like that, you're having to pay a freight charge. And I'm like, well, 3 hours I can go pick it up. We can get if it can't fit in our van or in our pickup truck, but weather permitting, that kind of thing. Or if we go rent a U-Haul or something like that, something where we can, safely transport it like to and fro, that kind of thing. I mean, I can do a 3 hour trip, to go get it, to save the $300 that you're going to charge me for freight. So I'm looking into that's another thing I'm looking into because it it can get kind of, you know, costly, especially if you're adding in things such as freight. Now, not that doesn't apply to all machines. This one is different because it's so big. Okay, I think, yep, this piece of work. Now, I'm having to iron some of my pieces because when I was working on this thing faithfully, I was just balling these pieces back up and putting them in my back in the folder. But just a little press, just a little press, and it's back in business. We're back in business. Okay, let me go this way with this piece, making sure it's gonna cover. Let me go ahead and trim it. So I can make sure. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of and my ideas of what I'm doing. I can't wait till it, comes into fruition. Things happen to, get me to where I can go ahead and get this machine, which I mean, I could get it now and then just, wait till I sell this machine, pay it off, that kind of thing. I can do that, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. I want to play this one off, play it off smart, and I'm hoping that it all works out. Melissa said Myrtle Beach is 3 hours for me too. Are you in North Carolina by any chance? That would be cool if we're close by one another. I'm in the Greenville area, well, outside of Greenville. My husband bought mine for me on Amazon and just done a lot of research before buying it because I couldn't test it. That's right. You have to do the research because if you don't do that research, I'm telling you, don't just go off of what I mean, a lot of times you only have what word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? You only have word of mouth. But you I mean, I'm serious. I am so serious. Just do your research and figure out if that is something that you really want. If that's something you really want, go for it. Because I talked myself right on into something that I didn't want. Let me put it that way. Okay. You look like you can go on this piece right here. Let me flip it. You're clear here, 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 and here. Oh, you're an excellent candidate for this piece. So I'm going to save you. Okay, and you're an excellent candidate for this piece right here. But there are things that as you get older, you just think of things that, how can I make my life, better, easier. And I've learned that, just not keeping up with the Joneses is one. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. And that's what I feel like I'm doing with this. Now all of a sudden switching from Bernina to the Juki because it seemed like everyone has these, has one. That's not what it is. Like I said, if you known me from the beginning of YouTube, you would know that you've heard me say a many a times that was the machine that I was going to get. MS. Oh, I'm getting to play with a pretty green. That piece won't work. Need to cut another. Need to cut some more. let's see. I'm gonna put you here and try not to cut through these tags. Oh, that's another one. Donnell, how are you doing on your lion? If you're still in the chat, how are you doing on your lion? Where are you on yours? Because I know you're doing one and you're doing yours in the Detroit lion colors. I'm just doing mine in the most of my colors I'm keeping the same, but the rest of them I am not. Okay, let's see. Like my rock, the rock that he's sitting on, I did change that color up. Okay, I'm just gonna sew this and then I can trim it in just a second. So let me give you guys an update on my babies. My rabbits are getting so big. Their names are Ocean and Oakland. They are huge. And them little heifers make a lot of mess every day. Every day they make mess. They're messy bunnies. Messy bunnies. And if I would have known that they were going to be this messy and that I was going to be sneezing every day, I would have still gotten them, but I would have started them out on the outside and not moved them into my home. I didn't know that I was going to be allergic. But lesson learned. My girls are doing great. They are thriving. They're sassy. They're funny. Love being a bunny mom. Now, Benson is Benson. He's up in the house crying right now because I kicked him out from down here. Though he helps me out a lot, like medically, but Benson can be a handful. When I am streaming, he likes to go and scavenger through stuff. So I kicked him out of here. And yeah, so that's Benson. He's doing great. My girls on the outside, my two cats, they're doing good. They're getting big and chunky. They were really skinny. Now they're getting a little too big. I think I'm gonna have to let them hunt more versus, always feeding them. So that's where I am with them because I don't want them getting, not hunting. But I don't think that's going to be a problem because they're just about every day I'm finding something that they're blessing me with. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing some critter that they done caught and like, hey, mom, look what we got. And I'm like, yeah, you didn't have to share so much, but thank you anyway, that kind of thing. So that's where they are. They're hold on. Now I think this is what's going on right here. I said I know I researched this piece to make sure that it was going to fit. I think I just had it backwards. Everything is good. Everything is clear. Now on to my chickens. I still have 10. Leo is still roostering. And he's roostering a lot. I have 3 girls that have featherless butts because of him and his aggressiveness when he is roostering. That's keeping it PG. You know what roostering is. Um, he is. He's now he hasn't. He's still a sweet rooster. He has not attacked me, husband, or anything like that. He's very respectful to the humans at this point, but he is not respectful to my girls. Now it's 3 of them with full naked booties, but we got two of them that's starting a naked booty. So he's rough. He's being a little rough. They don't have mites or anything like that that is keeping them, from growing feathers or whatever on their back end. I've checked all of that. It is because of him, and I'm not sure if it's because he has 9 girls. So I don't know if he's the kind that needs maybe 10, 10 to or 13 girls to help balance, the flock out. They don't free range, so I necessarily don't need a rooster. You know what I mean? So that's where I am. I'm thinking Leo is gonna have to find a home. I'm gonna have to find a home for him because with an abundant amount of girls. But then I also think if I, get rid of my guy, how was he gonna do? He didn't want to take care of my guy the way that I take care of him. I don't know. Then I also think that if I can expand the run where they're out during the day, if I can expand that, will they and then add more things that they can do in there? Maybe he can, find himself a ledge and sit on it and leave the girls alone for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm researching that too. I chain stitched 8 half square triangles yesterday, only to find out my bobbin ran out on the first square. But listen, girl, I'm laughing. I'm laughing with you. Let me tell you why. Child, you ain't the only one. That happens to me. Oh my gosh. When I had my Genobi, that happened all the dang on time. I'm like, dang on it, really? Just really. Okay, did I? I'm not liking something looks funny with this. Hold on. Did I sew that wrong? No, I sewed it right. Okay, they look funny. And I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, I've been there. I've been there. And then you just know you're doing so good. And to come to find out that you really weren't doing nothing. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. Sorry, honey. Yes, that has happened to me. And look, that was one of the reasons why I got rid of. That's one of the reasons why I got rid of that dang old Janome. So it would tell me that when it ran out of bobbin. That was one of the reasons. That is too funny. I'm so sorry. But I know you figured it out and you filled your bobbin back up. Filled it back up and kept on moving. Okay, let's see what's going on here because I cut this all kinds of crazy. Um, Myrtle Beach is 3 hours from me too. My hubby bought okay. Augusta, okay. Hi Zandra. Danielle says I'm finishing row A tomorrow and hoping to have row B ready to be sewn together Sunday on her live. Um, Zandra is coming in saying hello to everybody. I believe Kim left Zandra, but I'm sure that she'll check out the replay and see that you said hello to her. Danielle says I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm hoping to get a lot accomplished. Right? That is awesome. That would be awesome. Any day that you can get down there and feel like you got something accomplished is a great day. And I can tell you, like this side of my room right here, it needs some attention. So one day I am going to be able to get down on that side of the room and give it the attention that it needs, and I will feel accomplished too. You would think that do I only go live once a week. YouTube is not never will be my job. Um, I don't work outside the home. So you think I can have all the time in the world to sit down here and sew or and be in my studio and be happy? It's not the case. It's not the case at all. Um, when I'm well enough to sit down here, it is on, good days, and I'm always feel like I'm trying to catch up. So that is what it is. Maybe he likes even numbers. Right, Melissa? get him one more chick. So, and I do want to bring some more chicks in. And I really thought I had a hen that went broody yesterday, but she fooled me. She got off the eggs a little bit later, and I'm like, dang, I thought I was gonna have a chicken and wanting some babies. But that's because that's the only time I'll be able to bring a baby in is when they go broody. Is this covered right here? Okay. As long as I'm not gonna have a gap anywhere. Let me see. Because I look like I didn't have enough fabric right on this corner right here. Nope, it made it. It just looked funny. But yes, so I'm looking forward to this adventure. I don't know. I am really, really nervous about, I don't know if that'll change, a change in his location, would that make him mean? I just don't want to do that to him because he's a sweet, sweet rooster. Now, does he like being picked up? No, not as much as he did when he was a baby. Now, when he was younger, he used to always wanted to be picked up. And at that time, his name was Della. So when he started getting called Leo, he was like, thank goodness he finally figured it out. And I was grateful that the nursery, when I told them that I had a rooster, I did inform them in the allotted time. I was able to get a refund, and they did right by me, and I was able to keep him. And they will also um, give me tips on how to rehome him if needed. If he turned out to be, I'm so off this line. If he turned out to be a little pain in the butt. But so far he is really, really good. He's a really good guy, and I really want to keep him. I think he'll be a great protector, if just in case something got in the coop. Now, I'm for sure my neighbors, I have a neighbor on each side, and I have a couple of neighbors across the street. It's only 8 homes on our block. I'm sure they probably don't, will love if I got rid of Leo. Only time he crows is if he sees us pull into our driveway, or if we're out there, like when I'm going out there collecting eggs, he will sound off. He's like, "Hey, mama, how you doing? Girl, I got so much to tell you. So what's so happy?" You know, Jay, she won't stop talking. I mean, he's telling me all the tea that's been, he's spilling all the tea up in the coop. You know what I'm saying? He's telling me all the business, and he's telling the girls when and how to lay them dang on eggs. And I mean, he is telling his mama everything. So I don't want to get rid of him because he's talking too much. Really don't. He loves talking to me. Now, does he got to talk so much? Because when I'm out there, he will crow. Well, he'll give me a good 10 minutes to do what I'm doing, like if I'm cleaning or whatever, and then he just want to talk, and he will talk to me all the way until he see me get to my back porch, and then he'll shut up. Stupid rooster. And I'd be like, okay, I'm walking away. I'm like, okay, Leo, thank you so much. And I thank the girls for the eggs. I thank them for blessing us, with the eggs, because, they can go broody and don't have to lay no eggs. But Leo, honey, he is going to tell the business. And, honey, he tell it. Okay, this is part 2 that's done. Only thing I have to do is trim it, last piece, and then we'll put it together, and then I'll be done with this live for today. But yeah, he is a funny little guy, and I love him, but I just need him not to be so rough on my girls because it don't look cute. They don't look cute at all. And I have to deal with now the um that'll work. Yep, that'll work right there. That'll work. Now I just gotta get it to look like this on this side. Maybe it'll work like this. Now I just need to figure out why the all of a sudden I'm getting letters from the USDA. You know what I'm saying? I don't sell my eggs. I don't do any of that. I'm not trying to do this as a business. You know, I bless people if they say they want eggs. Oh, sure, you can have eggs. If you're in my area, you want eggs, come get eggs. You know, I'm getting 63 eggs, about 63 eggs a week. I don't need that many eggs. I'm just doing this because, something to do. And I be dag darned if I'm getting letters and, want me to re- do surveys and all this kind of stuff. And I know that that is a way of them getting ready to stick their nose in my business. Making sure, and which is rightfully so, especially if I was gonna sell these eggs and stuff like that, then I expect them to be in my business. I will gladly respect them in my business. But after what they did to a lot of chicken owners, especially those in California with the avian bird flu, do I understand it? Of course I do. But what I don't understand, and for the life of me, to go and slaughter um, all these chickens when they had proof that their chickens had not had the avian flu, just so unfortunately happened to be in that vicinity. No, you can't. That's wrong. That's wrong. Sewing Sensations by Shady Susan. Hey, Susan. A long time no see, girlfriend. Working on projects. How is your puppy? Oh, Susan got a pup. Moxie May is wonderful. I'm so happy to have her. Oh, her name is Moxie. Is she named after a handy quilter Moxie? You can always put on an apron on the hen so the roosters doesn't strip their feathers. Thank you for saying that, Susan, because will it protect the ones on their bottom? Because it's like under like that space, like right up under the vent, like going like under, and there's no mites. The only thing I can think of, and I even talked to other chicken people, and there's like, no, that's not vent leak because I would have seen vent leak before they lost those feathers, and all that area looks good. I'm keeping like one of them is getting pecked. I'm keeping her really clean, and they have been respectful of that. How did I miss this piece of corner right here? It didn't go down far enough. It's not going down far enough. Okay, we got to sew this piece over. So I have to make sure that if I get that little saddle head, that saddle dress for them, I wonder will it protect that, because now I do have the one girl who got right at her tail feathers that it's about a space about like that thick from when he's mounting, and he's messing up their feathers. So I want to put that on all of them because they have the most beautiful feathers, and that Joker is messing my babies up. And he got his long flowing, his neck feathers just be nice and flowing, and he gonna have my little girls walking around looking like plucked chickens. Okay, I can't have that. You know, they were picked because they were, what how they were supposed to look. And here he is messing things up for him. He hateful. He's a hater. So I don't know. I have to figure that out, Susan. Thank you so much for reminding me of what I that's something that I can get for them, because I want I want them to be okay. I don't want them, getting injured. And I know, and I've heard that when they grow these feathers back, that it can be quite painful. So I also want to protect them in that way. Okay, she said because I have birds, that's why I'm getting the letters from the USDA. And I'm like, who told on me? Well, how did they know? How did they know? And I'm sure they sent it from the hatchery, and that's probably why. You can always put an apron on them. You just because you have the birds. If I was closer, I would gladly relieve you of some eggs, girl. I mean, and I'd be glad to give them to you too. And the thing about it is, the people that had given eggs to, some of them were like, I never want to eat farm fresh eggs. And I'm like, well, I don't know why. They are amazing, and but they went ahead and tried them, and now you got some eggs. You got some eggs. So I'm really, really excited. But I had given like 5 dozen, 5, 6, 7 dozen away last week. So I was happy to help a group of ladies out that go to my church. Yes, she is named after my long arm. Awesome. Yes, the apron will keep the rooster off of them. Okay, I'm definitely gonna look into that, because yeah, my babies, their hind parts need to be covered up. I need those hind parts covered up. And I know that they would I know they will be happy about it, and I will too, because sometimes chickens can be funny. They'll start pecking one another, and they see, especially when they see red, and they can injure one another, and that's what I don't want. That's what I don't want. Let's see. But yeah, they're doing good, and we've been getting a healthy dose of stray cats coming in. My girls have, oh no, my girls that live here have not. They're like, hey, we don't play sharing. We don't share around here. So they've been keeping them at bay, but they have tried to come and make this place their home too. And I was like, and I don't mind you coming, but you can't treat the ones that live here. You cannot treat them any kind of way. So once they learn that, they're good. They can stay. They can stay. But as of right now, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we need a tea. I don't have. Do I have enough tea on this side? Let me see. Guys, it was so nice talking to you guys while I'm trying to figure out this live thing. I don't know what happened, but Streamlabs, they have been very, very kind in telling me, the scoop of what happened, that it had affected multiple platforms that crashed. Excuse me, that crashed, and they were trying to figure it out. And they said the funny thing about it is it's affecting people differently. Just because it that one person had this issue doesn't mean that everybody had that same issue. So that that was weird to me. Nancy, did I speak to you, honey? I hope I did. She said they are the best. Yes, fresh eggs are the best. I love fresh eggs. Now, when I started having the fresh eggs, I was always afraid of, people's like, oh, yeah, don't boil them. Oh, honey, we boiled them and I hadn't had a problem yet. Now, they say they're a little tough to boil, peel them. You can boil them, but it's just, they'll be looking crazy by the time you go to peel them because you got to go through so much to unpeel them. Let's see. Let me grab this. So, if you guys are going to be here tomorrow, we'll be finishing up the Lucky in Love. I did finish my homework. Thank goodness I was able to finish that. And that was for the three hearts for the shamrock. I can't wait to see how that plays out because now I have to follow closely the instructions. And again, that was another paper piece project that I was working on. So I've been paper piecing it up quite a bit. SC, SC, and T. I've been foundation paper piecing in it for a little bit, so I'm gonna be happy to not be doing that for the next couple of projects. After I do Lucky in Love, I think I found a way where I can start back recording on my long arm, and I want to do the Angela Walters, her dot to dot, her last challenge, because it was a delay in me getting my fabric and stuff like that because she had a problem with getting it from her supplier, and it was during the holidays too. So I'm sure that was a great deal of it. This piece of tea, and this was a piece of LT. I'm just putting these little slivers back in the correct folder. And I want to do that challenge. So it's ruler work. It's dot to dot. So I want to play on that. I just don't know if I'm going to do it like on a live or should I do it in video form. I'm thinking a little bit of both. And that way I can, like at least one day take you on the journey of me working on it because I have no customer quilts right now. So I'm happy where I can get a chance to work on something of my own before that start, picking up. Because one day I will, be offering, ruler work. It'll probably start at ruler work and then into custom. That'll be fun. I can't wait till that day happens, but that will be a moment. That will be a moment. Because I want to get back to doing feathers. I had so much fun working on those feathers on that giraffe quilt that I had. I love doing it. Love doing it. They are the best. No, but you have been busy, so it's okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy, because girl, you my girl, so I gotta make sure I say hi to you. Okay, and let's see here. This is SL. And yep, we're almost done doing the trimming. Now, what I do when I trim mine, I go about 1/8 of an inch past the the gray line or the 1/4 inch mark, and that's where I trim. I don't trim right on the gray because this is IN. It allows me just that much more wiggle room if I'm having a problem piecing them together when I go to put them together. Now, I don't save every small piece when they get down to less, like this. Nah, I'm not keeping them unless I know that there's some like super tiny pieces. I'm past all the tiny pieces. I don't think I have any more tiny pieces that require something that small. Okay, this was what color? SL. Okay, now I have my 3 pieces, and I got to lay them out. I have one and put them together. I think I'm going to put these 2 pieces together first. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, no. I think my let's see if it's going to reconnect. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I have to remember. I have to remember that I am on. Okay. Okay. I have to remember. I did tell a person to call me at 2 o'clock, and here I am. So what I am going to do is hurry up and do this, and then hold on. I will call you in a little bit. Okay. Sorry about that. um. Yeah. Trying to line this up. Trying to line this up. I forgot where I was talking about because I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I got to remember to do that. So I have this point right here that I have to line up, and this one right here. But I'm glad that I was able to figure out a way, though they were able to figure out a way for me to go live, because it has been rough trying to go live, and I don't know why. But Shady Susan is saying, yes, Stephanie, I got a miniature poodle. She is an apricot in color. Oh. Now, when I was young, my mom and dad, they bred poodles. So poodles will always have a special place in my heart. They will always, always have a special place in my heart. I was talking to my brother about it. We were laughing. I was like, did they really breed poodles? That's what they used to tell me. We bred poodles. Well, was our poodle just getting knocked up? Because I don't know. Well, people bought them, so I don't know. I was told we bred them, so I need clarification for my brothers and sisters. Did we really breed these poodles? Because I don't know. I don't know. As now that I'm older, I think somebody picked up on that terminology and decided to run with it. Not saying that they were shady or anything like that. I'm just saying that it just, were we really in the business of breeding? I don't think so. I don't think so because it stopped. It stopped. It stopped. It wasn't nothing that I don't know. I just don't remember. I mean, I was very, very young, so I don't remember them being on a special diet or anything like that. I just don't remember that a lot of that pertaining to them. I just remember us having pets, but I don't remember like full on breeding, that kind of thing. I don't remember that. This time is so fast. I still can sleep, right? Okay, now I'm only off by like a smidget of a hair. Like if I kept it folded down, no, I'm off. I'm off. Mm-mm. I'm off too much. This this supposed to line up like right here. This piece right here, those two brown pieces. They're not. It's supposed to be a straight line, and it's off just a fragment. A fragment. But when I open it up like this on the back, it lines up. Key. So that means it's gonna come off a square on the back. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Well, we're gonna fix it because it's gonna drive me nuts. Now, let me tell you my philosophy on fixing stuff because even though it's off just that by that little bit, I'm telling you, that little bit, if I fix it more than it's only getting try to get fixed 3 times. This is try number this is my second attempt. This after the third attempt, it stays. Whatever however it come out this third time or a third time, it doesn't get fixed. I'm not I just want it to, look a little bit better than it does right now. But if it gets worse or if it doesn't do what I want it to do and it keeps staying where it is, oh no, it's just gonna stay where it is. I'm not gonna stress myself out that much about it. But that one it was kinda obvious to me. So I wanted to make sure that that looks just a little bit better. And what I can do after what I learned from Donna is I can pick the paper a little bit just in that area and pull that fabric down just a little bit so it can match up. So what I'm going to do here is fix it just a little bit on this end. I need to pull that out some. Take this paper off of this intersection right here so I can It's not working. Hold on. It's not working. So let me strip a little bit more out so it can work better. It's just this one little area. And I'm trying to get as much as this out as possible. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is it right here. We're gonna see how it does. Okay, reverse. I can't sleep. Gorgeous. Mine stays after the second fix. Yes, see, now that's much better. Much better. It's lined up. Oh, let me. Yeah, cause honey, this is like I'm not. Nobody got time for all this. Nobody has time for that. And before I add this other third piece, I'm going to go ahead and remove the paper from that seam so it won't jam up in my third when I go to you know, pull it. You need to stay right there, paper. Let's take it out of the seam so I won't bulk up when I go to this other one. That's right. She said after that second seam, honey, she ain't thinking about this mess. Her second attempt. Because it can be, I mean, you can be doing so good, and I'd be dag darn if you don't get to you get to a point and that sucker don't line up. I'm like, why they gotta have so many dang on seams that match up? And I understand that it has to be, that for the project and all that, but dang gone, it's just too many seams that gotta match up. Let's see. Here and there. Now, this in the middle, let me see how this is gonna play. I'm thinking it's gonna line up pretty nice. Let me get a clip on this one. Let's see. We'll see. We shall see. Just clip it and we can go for it. Last time, if it don't work, we'll just, act like it did for until the end of this live. I'll fix it. Okay. Let's see the moment of truth. Moment of truth. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's off just a hair. It's off just a hair. This side is fine. This side right here is off about 1/8 of an inch, just like I was before, but I'm going to show it to you guys. it didn't line up at this point right here. I want to get that just a little bit better. So that's what I'm going to work on off camera. Guys, I thank you so much for coming and joining me on today. Mine stayed in after a second fix. Yeah, I'm about to try this one more time. If it don't, it's just gonna stay too. I am good, Zandra. Now that I am catching up on my sleep that I lost when I first got my puppy. Honey, puppies are a lot of work, Susan. Woo! And yes, I agree, Nancy. I hope your sleep comes better and better for you, because it's no fun when you're not getting the proper amount of sleep. Well, ladies and gents, if you're out there watching, guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's live. I'm going to fix this, and I am going to come back again this week during the day live, so we can, play catch up on this lion. So I hope you guys can join me then too. So until then, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week, and you will see me tomorrow evening. So please come out and join me then. Puppies are like having human newborns. Yes, 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 they are, Stephanie. But she is well worth it. I know, I know. You don't have to share. You don't have to tell that one to me, because I know they are all worth it. Guys, so have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys really, really soon. Love ya. Bye bye. Okay, it don't want to play. It don't want to play right. Evidently, it don't want me to leave y'all.